session at 8:19 PM and state that no motions or actions were taken in executive session.
So moved.
Motion by Len, second by Nicole. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, chair votes aye, motion passes 6-0. Item number 13, appointments. All right, we have a bunch. Are we ready?
No.
Here we go.
Hold on.
Al Yagami, Friends of the Broad Street Park Committee to reappointment, a 2-year term that expires 3/18/2018.
So moved.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. William Wilkins Jr., Friends of Broad Street Park Committee to reappointment. It's a 2-year term. Expires 3/18/2018.
So moved.
Motion by Len, second by Nicole. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Sandy Cass, Friends of Broad Street Park Committee. It's reappointment. It's a 2-year term. Expires 3/18/2018.
So moved.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Tom Lavaranchak, Friends of the Broad Street Park, reappointment, 2-year term, expires 3/18/2018.
Second.
Motion by Len, or excuse me, Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? Wanna make that update? No problem, so yum. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Beverly Kennedy, Friends of the Broad Street Park Committee to reappointment. It's a 2-year term, expires 3/18/2018.
Second.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Mike Horrible, Friends of the Broad Street Park Committee, reappointment to 2-year term, expires 3/18/2018.
Second.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Tom Amy, Communications Commission. It's a reappointment. It's a 3-year term. It expires 3/31/2019.
Second.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Paul Halushak Jr., Communications Commission. It's a reappointment. It's a 3-year term. It expires 3/31/2019.
Second.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. William Jarvis, this is the father, William Jarvis. Communication Commission, it's a reappointment. It's a 3-year term. Expires 3/31/2019.
So moved.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Kyle Kelly, Communications Commission, reappointment, it's a 3-year term, expires 3/31/2019.
So moved.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Steve Kulas, Conservation Commission, a reappointment for a 4-year term. It expires 3/18/2020.
So moved.
Motion by Len,
Second.
second by Stefan. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Rosalie Averill, Economic Development Commission, reappointment. It's a 3-year term. Expires 3/31/2019.
So moved.
Motion by Len,
Second.
second by Anne Marie. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Marietta Sabetta, Economic Development Commission, it's a reappointment. It's a 3-year term.
So.
Expires 3/31/2019.
So moved.
Anne Marie's dying to get one in. Motion by Nicole, second by Al. Is there any
So many.
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. James Garfalo, Board of Ethics, it's a reappointment. It's a 4-year term. It expires 3/20, and that should be 2020.
Second.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 6-0. Bruce Baker, Board of Ethics, reappointment. It's a 4-year term. It expires 3/20/2020. Motion by
Second.
Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion?
The party should be R, not D.
Correct.
Unless it's changed.
Unless he changes the vote for Bernie.
You never know, he just might.
Rory did. Rory feels the burn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes
Not
aye. Motion
burn.
passes 6-0. The kid getting ready to go to college, huh? Sanders all the way too. Trish Dankus, Strategic Planning Committee, reappointment for a 2-year term, expires 2/18/2018.
Second.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye, motion passes 6-0. Don Smith Jr., Strategic Planning Commission, it's a reappointment, 2-year term, expires 3/18/2018.
Second.
Motion by Nicole, second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye, motion passes 6-0. Kathy Burlick, Strategic Planning Committee, reappointment, 2-year term, expires 3/18/2018.
Second.
Motion by Nicole, second by Anne Marie. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye, motion passes 6-0. Ed Hendricks, MSOC, it's a new appointment, it's a 2-year term, it expires 3/15/2018. Motion by Stefan,
Second.
second by Len. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Who's
Abstained?
this guy?
Chair votes aye, motion passes 6-0. John Uhelski, WPCA, it's a new appointment, it's a 4-year term, it expires 3/15/2020.
So moved.
Motion by Len, second by Anne Marie. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye, motion passes 6-0. Thank you very much. Item number 14, tax refunds and abatements. Simple.
The following overpayments of tax payments in total of $15.62 need to be approved for refund in accordance with provisions of section 12-129 of the Connecticut General Statute. Yeah, sorry, dated the 10th day of March 2016, in a flat tax office. I couldn't get it out, I'm sorry. It's the phone.
All right, can I have a motion to accept the tax collector's resort as was submitted and presented?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Anne Marie, second by Len. Just under discussion, just for you, make sure there's no conflict. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye, motion passes 6-0. Item number 15, transfers. We have to have a transfer?
Yeah.
Okay. It is control item number 5. The authorized person is Anthony DePrimo, Director of Public Works. Amount requested is $10,000, moving from the trucks line 740, to the repairs and maintenance line 740. The end numbers are cut off. So. You can see under the explanation, Public Works vehicles have been inspected, and we're bringing the entire fleet to a point where we can predict and control repairs. Again, this is a request from our new Public Works Director. So at this point, I'll entertain a motion to approve control number 5 for Public Works in the amount of $10,000 from the trucks line to the repairs and maintenance line. Motion by Stefan, second by Len. Just under discussion, the trucks line, for those of you who may not be aware, that is the proactive account we have in the Public Works budget to buy a new 550 every year. The 550 that we purchased this year had a rack body as opposed to a lift body, which brought it in under the $90,000 a year that we had budgeted for that, so that he's gonna move that money over to do additional repairs on some vehicles. So, okay. Hearing no other comments, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, the chair votes aye, motion passes 6-0. Under correspondence, item number 16, we have our check registers. We have a letter or an email, I'm not sure which it is, from Joe Luciano to Rory. And then, I know this is something that Karen had brought up, so this is another copy we sent over to, wait a minute, this is the response, I'm sorry, to Karen's crosswalk. So essentially what they're saying is the town of Seymour needs to, the state is willing to put the crosswalk in, but they want the town of Seymour, or they're giving the town of Seymour permission to install the ramp, which I find quite nice that they're giving us permission to do work on a state road. So that's something that we will look into. We'll try to budget for fiscal year 17 if possible. And if that's the case, we will put the crosswalk in.
But they said, hold on, they said they'll be able to provide a sidewalk ramps and a marked crosswalk through the next scheduled traffic signal design upgrade project with construction beginning in 2022.
So we can do it sooner if we pay for
Or
it.
we, correct.
How nice of
Or wait till 2022.
you. At least we're on the docket.
Yeah, they are.
Unlike the fencing.
Yeah.
Unlike the fence on Derby Ave.
and where the money for that is secure in the lockbox. Okay, we have no other correspondence. Oh, Marco Rubio suspended his campaign.
What about this one from Sue Barber?
Okay, with that, item number 7.
Move from Sue to Barber.
20 to 36 justices apiece. She wants to go from
Requesting an
20 to
increase in justice
36.
fees.
I do.
You missed it.
Do we really want to go to 36
Okay,
justices
there's
apiece?
also a letter, or a note, excuse me, from Town Clerk Susan Barber. We would like to request that the Board of Selectmen and the Ordinance Committee review Section 2-191 of the Code of Ordinances, which limits the number of justice of the peace. We would like to edit it from its present number of 20 to 36 due to an increased number of applicants. In speaking with other local communities, we realize that comparable towns have higher limits. Thank you, Susan Barber and Elizabeth Conrad. So what we'll do then is we will add this to our agenda of our April 5th meeting. We can discuss it, and then if the board wants to move it to the ordinance committee, then they can.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay, that closes correspondence. Item number 17, public comments. Any public comments? Any public comments? Okay, hearing no public comment, we'll move on to 18, Selectmen's public comments. Stefan.
I just want to follow up on Ansmore Road that I talked about last time. I know I talked to Rory about it, and he said it would be costly to put a light in.
Yeah.
It was reiterated to me that it is dangerous, it's very dark, and we should go take a look at it.
Yeah, if, it's something I took a look at. If we do add the light, we would do it with the LED project.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I conveyed
Yeah.
to the resident who's been talking to me about it. He just thinks it's a more urgent need. I don't know personally, but
Yeah, I mean, I can certainly see what he's saying, but we're not gonna, it doesn't make sense to put up a regular street light
Yeah.
and then hopefully, 4 or 5 months from now replace it with an LED. That's just,
I understand.
I mean, we can certainly, and I've asked the chief to increase patrols in the area, so at least
Okay.
have more of a visible presence with the patrol cars. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nicole?
I was able to attend the stand-up fundraiser at the Seymour Middle School on March 4th. I
That
know
was good.
Kurt, First Selectman, was there as well for a little bit. It's now an annual fundraiser for the mentoring program that Ernie DeStacy, one of the assistant principals at Seymour Middle School, and Ed Stramello, member of the Board of Ed, started a couple of years back. I am a mentor and just wanted to let people know that this is such a great opportunity to give back. Not that we don't give back enough now, but to our community and to the young kids, young men and women of our community. You meet with them once a week. It's during their lunch break. It's a half hour, 45 minutes, and you get to know these kids, and they're great. I've had a boy now, I started with him at Bungie School last year, stay with him now through the middle school, and it's one of the best 45 minutes of my week. I look forward to it because we just sit there and play. We just talk, and last year we would have recess. This year we get to play mean games of hangman. But it's a great opportunity, and it makes you feel so good giving back and just being a friend to these kids that need them. So I just want to encourage that. And what had happened was it's a lip sync fundraiser. So all the schools had their, the staff and the faculty that did lip sync contests. So it was hysterical, and I encourage her. It was sold out, so hopefully next year we can have a bigger venue. But I pledged the Board of Selectmen to enter it next year.
What did you do?
I made a commitment on our behalf to enter the lip sync.
Welcome aboard.
So, I didn't tell you that. So,
When is that?
I already sent it out. I'll send it out to everybody to save the date. But,
Because my daughter was there.
yes, and Al will be in charge of picking our song. So that's his.
Yeah.
Loverboy?
Nobody will know what it is.
I was
No,
gonna be the
it's
lead
really-
singer too.
It's really funny because
Rhoda will be doing you too.
So, and I want to win it. I want to be the best one. So we're going to start early. We're going to practice 6 months beforehand.
Sure.
I have no further questions.
Right after the meeting.
No further comments this time.
And just building off that, yeah, I had some conversations with Ernie. He really wants to ramp it up. He's gonna try to do some other fundraisers, to try to bring some more money in to really highlight and expand this program if we can, so.
That's great.
For those of you that know Ernie and have worked with Ernie, he's a
Yeah.
fantastic.
If you know anybody that wants to, I know people work during the day, but
Yeah.
if you know anybody that has that half hour, 45 minutes, and it could be any day, Monday through Friday, and you don't do it in the summer, so if you need to change it week to week,
Right.
that's fine as well.
Yeah, and they'll give you some training and things, so it's,
Yes,
it's a nice thing, so. Thank you, Nicole.
thank
Al?
you.
I just had a couple of points. I noticed, driving by the fish bypass, there is some green graffiti on a wall, a retaining wall underneath the Route 8 bypass. And I'm hoping that's absolutely infuriating, but I'm hoping that can be cleaned up.
Yeah, it's been, the state has been notified.
The other thing would be Gary Park suffered some damage about a month ago. Somebody got on the field with ATVs or four-wheelers or some kind of motorbike and tore up the grass a little bit. So I was curious if we could maybe get with Public Works, think about how we can enclose the field better so kids can't get the vehicles on, or whoever, the vandals can't get their machinery on the field and dig up the grass and ruin fields. So our town kids can play on that without worrying about it.
Mm-hmm.
And on a positive note, it was great to see the videos that were made by the kids at the high school. It was pretty impressive, and I know that's a huge undertaking to put something like that together, a couple of videos like that together. You did a good job too. I'm sure there were a lot of volunteers involved, so kudos to them. So I want to say something. I'm always spotting damage and issues, so I want to say something.
And they fixed the street sign at Albro's, because it was spelled wrong.
Yeah, they spelled it incorrectly, which was so.
Do they fix,
Like
they
old
fix the
times
line?
with Public Works, I'm hoping that's
No.
not a harbinger of doom for the
We're
future.
leaving that, just because that bothers me.
I'm hoping that, they can get the streets.
We're never changing the stop sign.
Everybody makes mistakes, man.
On the email, it was Al that spelled it wrong in the email
I did
request
not,
to it.
I did not spell it wrong, absolutely not.
I got that baby upstairs framed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marie?
All right.
Okay, first I'd like to thank or congratulate the Seymour cheerleaders on their presentation last weekend. They didn't win, they didn't place, but they represented Seymour and their school. Outstanding job. And a big thank you to the students at the high school. That was a great film, and Comcast for working with them. It's great to see the community and our kids working together.
Glenn?
Yeah, I just wanted to encourage Public Works, or encourage the town to push Public Works to take a look at all the catch basins in town. I noticed several on Buckingham Drive that were completely filled and overflowing to the point where you couldn't actually see the grates anymore, which is not surprising for Buckingham Drive because it hasn't been fixed yet.
Right.
Hasn't been replaced yet, but I would particularly encourage the catch basins in the streets that we've replaced
Sorry?
to take.
Sorry?
Public Works to take a look at those, because we don't want to have them damaged again.
It's a rough
I
road.
have one more thing.
It's a rough road.
Mm,
Yeah.
Anything else you'd
That's
like
all
to
I
add?
had, just one negative comment.
Just one?
Thank you, Louise.
I just have one more. The date for next year's Rise Up event, stand-up event, is March 16th.
I am busy.
So put it in your calendar. You are not busy, I already cleared your calendar. It's done.
And just,
That's the spirit line.
that's right.
We have plenty of time.
You're right
Practice,
there,
practice,
baby.
practice.
And just the one thing I'd like to add, just more as a note, tentatively, we have May 21st scheduled for the spring emergency management drill. Not that any of you have to take part in that, but if you're interested in coming and watching, it's certainly something that is very good. Nicole and I have parts that we have to play in that, so, but if anybody's interested, if you want to come. And then the final thing, and Rory can probably speak a little bit more about this. Our document management system is up and running in the first Selectmen's office, and we're almost done in the building inspector's office, or we're done? Oh. Okay, so we're not done. Well, there's a lot of boxes in my office. We're going to be able to now search a document, so you can just put in Len Green crazy comment, and it'll spit out all the PDFs
Whole
and things.
lot.
Yeah, thousands and thousands. So, it's going to make it easier to obtain information and take care of FOI requests, different things like that, because we're going to be able to specifically search by that. Like we had talked about, it's going to be the First Selectman's office and the Building Compliance office that will have those. And then one other thing, we now have wireless access in all municipal buildings. So each building has 2 layers. They have a secured layer and then a public layer. So any of you now, if you want to jump on, you can gain access down here. And then if you went upstairs, you'd have to punch in a specific code to obtain the secure network.
You said all public buildings, but
Well, Town Hall and the Community Center. Yeah. Public access buildings. Yeah. So, okay, so with that, I have no other comments. So I'll entertain a
Make a
motion
motion
to.
adjourn.
second.
Motion by Anne Marie, second by Nicole. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, chair votes aye, motion passes 6-0, mark the, 7-0. 6-0, sorry. Mark the meeting closed at 8:44. Thank you very much.